Now, this is one of the very interesting dynamics of what happened, because during the Boer War 1901, it was very apparent that a police force was needed. And so Baden-Powell from Mafeking was appointed to form the South African Constabulary. And they became a militia police force. So he split it in two, because he realized you needed a town police. So there was the town police for Pretoria, Joburg and Bloemfontein, and then the rest of the country had the police militia as the South African Constabulary. And there were 283 police posts through the two provinces. And an interesting dynamic is most of them are about 40 miles apart, because that's the distance a horse can go in one day. So if you look at the communications, in a lot of them, it might have been 80 kilometers apart, or 80 miles, I mean. So they would arrange whatever on every Wednesday they'd meet in the middle, kind of thing, you know. So when one looks at the distribution of many of the dorps in the country, it really started with a police post there. So that's where the recruiting came from, and this is a very valid point. All English speaking. So just the background on the police. You see, the South African Constabulary was up to 1907. Then each province had its own police force. You know, there's the Cape Mounted Police, Natal Police, and then the South African Constabulary. And that's just one of those recruiting posters, sunny South Africa. You know, the life is a hard one. Only those with a strong constitution need apply.
Is the mounted police on horseback?
That's right, yes. Yeah. The constabulary had a small section was dismounted police, but that would just be for the towns they were in, you know, just 2 or 3. It wasn't very big. And this is just a letter I picked up. You can see the 27th of April 1901, with 874 volunteers. So that's from the UK. And I can guarantee you, none of them had even heard of Afrikaans, let alone could speak it. So we land up with these statistics. And when you look at it, where the police recruits came from, and well, there you've got the numbers, 924 from Canada, you must add to that. But who could speak Dutch or Afrikaans? It would have been, probably about 70 or 80 police out of nearly, 7,000. And this created a lot of friction, because if there was any problem with stock theft or anything that a police input was required, you had burghers who couldn't speak English, and you had police who couldn't speak Dutch or Afrikaans. And although the concept was well-meaning, because part of their duty was to help improve the infrastructure of the two colonies, it in many cases worked in reverse.